everybody, it's Romeo, and we got into some stuff today. A wife wants an open marriage. A husband doesn't like it, even though he's cheating on her. We also talked a little bit about love versus sex. They are not mutually exclusive. We'll find out about that. And then, of course, we talked a little bit about single moms. Do you remember the guys your single mom dated? We'll get into it right now. All right, 842-547-7. Would you send me here? Yo, Rome, you think there's any truth to this? A celebrity hall passes, meaning it's okay if you're married and your significant other ends up hooking up with her hall pass celebrity crush, knowing it's the one-time deal? Or do you think it's not okay to do so? I mean, I'm a man, and I'm telling you, if Selma Hayek is talking about come get this, Poppy, I'm not hesitating one bit. What do you think, Rome? And then you sent me, what did you send me here? An Instagram where it says a husband files for divorce after wife kisses Romeo Santos at a concert. Some women say it's okay because everyone deserves one celebrity hall pass. Yeah, I don't know. I would say no. Most people, no. I would say it's not real. I think it's just a silly movie that was made, and people talk about it. You know, I think when Friends had a list of celebrities you could sleep with that, you know, but no, I don't. I mean, I get that I get it, but what if your wife's hotter than Selma Hayek? You know? Unfortunately, or fortunately for, I'll just use Selma Hayek as an example. She's hot, you know, Selma Hayek's hot, but she's also a celebrity. You don't think there's hotter women out there? There's hotter women in Mercado Latino than Selma Hayek. You know, I'm just saying, or just as hot that you can actually get. So no, I think a celebrity hall pass is ridiculous. I think it's just something that was made for a movie and television to give you guys something to talk about. But no, I think most husbands and wives are not allowing that. If they're allowing that, they're going to allow it with, you know, in a swinger lifestyle or an open relationship. So no, it doesn't matter. I mean, come on. You guys think celebrities are hot. There is no celebrity that is any hotter than a regular person in the world. I can find somebody hotter than J-Lo, than Selma Hayek. I can find somebody hotter than, I don't know, whoever's hot to you. You know what I'm saying? They're out there. RD42547-7. So hall passes are not real. People are not allowing that. Someone was asking me here about this celebrity crush or this hall pass thing. You know, they made a movie about it. You know, the wives give the husbands an opportunity to have a hall pass. And usually it's with a celebrity. You know, the guy says, do I think that's real? No, I don't think it's real. I think it's fun to have those conversations. You know, it's fun to laugh about, you know, but it's not real. All right, 842-547-7. Would you send me here? Hey, Rome, I agree with you 100%. If you're looking or hoping for a hall pass, it's probably already over. Exactly. I mean, and I'm just going to use an example. Pick your hottest celebrity, whoever you believe your hottest celebrity it is, and you want to jump in the sack with, because your wife will let you. You know, I can find somebody hotter. I can go probably find somebody hotter in Bakersfield. It's just that easy. So you guys got to get over it. RD42547-7, but it is probably over if you're looking for a hall pass celebrity or not. RD42547-7. The guy sent me this. Yo, Rome, you think there's any truth to this celebrity hall passes, meaning it's okay if you're married and your significant other ends up hooking up with her hall pass or his hall pass, his crush, that it's okay. No, I don't think that's real. Nobody wants their husband or wife to go sleep with somebody else. Hey, Rome. And then somebody said, yeah, Rome, mine's Megan Fox. Okay, even Megan Fox. I can go find somebody hotter than Megan Fox. There is no celebrity on the planet that is so devastatingly hot and out of this world that I can't go find some regular person who looks better than them. Probably in Bakersfield. You pick your hot. I can go find a woman that's hotter than Megan Fox in Bakersfield, very easily. That's a simple one. RD42547-7. Rome. So you're telling me that you wouldn't hook up with a celebrity if you could? Well, not if I'm married. not if I love my wife, not if I, respect her. But then again, I have a different attitude around celebrities. Celebrities don't, I'm not in awe of celebrities in the same way that a lot of you are. But for a lot of you, when it comes down to celebrities, it's not necessarily the celebrity. It's the fact that this woman is more attractive than what you could ever get or have ever gotten. It matters. The group of people that you're surrounded by will determine how you look at other people when it comes to how attractive or unattractive they are. Okay? If you've never had a hot chick, then every chick's hot to you, and you're mesmerized by the tens. If you've only slept with sixes, then tens are just, you're going to be mesmerized by tens. But if all you've ever slept with is tens, then tens don't do anything for you. They're all the same. That's my point about it. So when you see these celebrities, you think they're so attractive. They're not. I mean, they're good looking. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They're not ugly, but I can go find hotter women in this country anywhere. I'm ready for 254-7-7, but I also don't think that that's real. If you love your wife or your husband and your quote unquote celebrity crush wants to do you and you really care about your spouse, you're not going to sleep with them. And no spouse is going to want that. They will divorce you. The guy sent me this. He's talking about the celebrity crush. I guess someone posted something on Instagram about a husband files for divorce after his wife kisses Romeo Santos at a concert. Some women say it's okay because everyone deserves one celebrity pass. Well, if you believe that you deserve one celebrity pass, why a celebrity? Why not just somebody hot? I do know, it's been a long time. I do know a couple, though, that they would, and I don't know if they still do this, but when they got married, for the first few years of their marriage, they would each go on a vacation without each other, and they were allowed to do whatever they wanted with no consequence and no conversation about it. So I guess, but Big Boy just sent me a message. He goes, if you want to sleep with somebody else other than your wife, it's already over. If you can't pick and choose, right? You can't make some sort of justification. Say, well, if Brad Pitt comes down, or I don't know, Timothy Chalamet or Shyamalan, whatever his name is, comes over and wants to sleep with me, then wow, my husband's going to let me do it, or vice versa. I mean, where do you draw a line? It just means you want to have sex with somebody else, celebrity or not. Because if you're going to tell me that whoever your celebrity crush is, and some girl that's more or hotter than her wants to sleep with you, you're going to say no because she's not a celebrity? I mean, you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat. Already 42547-7. A guy sent me a thing talking about celebrity crushes, this celebrity hall pass, I guess. Do I think it's real? Do I think couples would really abide by letting their spouse sleep with a celebrity because, that's my hall pass? I don't. I think that, I think it still just basically comes down to cheating. And the problem is when it comes to these celebrities, there are people in your own town that look better than these celebrities. So it's cheating if the hot secretary that looks better than your celebrity hall pass, you sleep with her, that's cheating, but your wife's not going to care if you sleep with Selma Hayek or whoever your celebrity crush is. Come on now. Hey, Romeo, celebrities are just like us. Hollywood just makes them look better, but they wake up in the morning looking just like us. I mean, they're still good-looking people. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a lot of makeup and a lot of touch-ups done. You can tell the difference now ever since these 4K TVs have started to exist. You can start to see the flaws in some of them, but they're still hot. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they're still hot. But I'm just saying, I can find somebody hotter. Whoever your celebrity crush is, I bet you I can find somebody hotter than that who's just a regular person going to work every day. And I'll probably find them in Bakersfield, to be perfect. I mean, I know a lot of you guys, Jennifer Lopez is so hot. I can go find 1,000 of her in Miami. 1,000 Jennifer Lopez's in Miami or New York. So come on now. That looked better than her. Hey, Roma, I agree with you. If you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat. Because at this point, Are C celebrities an option? What about TikTok? Oh, are C-level celebrities an option? What about TikTokers? Or what about YouTubers, TikTokers, people like that? Are they celebrities now? I was having a conversation with a Raider fan this morning, and he was telling me, I guess Max Crosby is not going to the Baltimore Ravens. Something about I saw. Here's what's messed up about the internet, social media. I never know what's real or not. So I saw a couple of things where they were making jokes about Max Crosby not going, or, not passing his physical or something, or the Ravens backing out or something like that. And I thought it was just somebody being funny, trying to be funny on whatever social media I was on, Instagram, I think, or TikTok. But apparently it's real. Max Crosby's not going to the Baltimore Ravens now. Something about they backed out of the deal. Oh, they picked up a guy named Hendrickson, whoever Hendrickson is. They picked him up instead of Max Crosby. So I guess Max Crosby's still a Raider at this point. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Maybe he didn't want to leave. I don't know. Did Max Crosby actually want to leave the Raiders? I haven't seen anything that said he wanted out. I'm not really sure. I don't know a whole lot. Yeah, the Ravens backed out of the deal. I guess after the physical. Well, there you go. It just goes to show all the stuff I saw on the internet, which the memes or whatever I saw were true. I didn't believe them. This Max Crosby thing. Hey, Rome. It was on ESPN last night. Hendrickson, they picked up from the Bengals, a good edge pass rusher. Boy, they moved on pretty quick, right? They moved on pretty quick. Good morning, now. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Ron Raider James, man?
What up, brother? What's up, man?
Hey, I heard what you're saying. Yeah, it's true. They backed out. He didn't pass the physical as far as Max Crosby. But, man, I wanted to say, too, how many jobs do you know where you could do really bad, have a horrible year, cuss out your fans, turn around and get another team to pick you up and still make $20 million? Man, we'd be fired if we had a year like that at a job.
You ain't never lied. Athletes and weathermen and women can do terrible jobs.
Exactly. Like what we teaching our kids who grow up to be a football player, don't know nothing, be stupid. You could be mean, cut people out and have a bad season.
So did Max Crosby want to leave the Raiders?
Yeah, to actually be able to play for a contender. He'll keep saying that he didn't. But yeah, to play for a contender, come on, you get tired of losing. But
sure.
Hey, let's be honest, especially with his motor, how hard he worked. Yeah, you get tired with losing.
Hopefully, he'll go to the Cowboys and he can continue this losing way. All right, what'd you send me here? I did get this the other day, so let me get to it now. Hey, Rome, I could really use your help here. So my husband has been messing around with other women. Last night, we had a long conversation about it, and Romeo, I don't want to leave this man for what he has done. He's an amazing father to our children, and besides his mistakes, a wonderful husband. Well, isn't the mistakes the decision maker of whether he's a wonderful husband or not? But I suggested that we have an open marriage if he wants to sleep around. He doesn't want an open marriage because he can't see me be with another man. He also said that if I do go ahead and start sleeping with other men, that he will pack his stuff and leave because he won't have it. So basically you're with a selfish a-hole is who you're married to. A selfish jerk, right? And what do you want me to know? I mean, well, I'll be honest with you then. I'll be completely honest with you. If you say he's an amazing husband and an amazing father, other than the sleeping around part, he's amazing, then just accept it. There's no other way to do it. Just accept it so that you can have your amazing father and amazing father and amazing husband. Okay? That's all you can do. Because obviously he said and I agree with you, having the open marriage, if that's what there's nothing wrong with that, but he point blank said, if you sleep with other men, he's out. And unless you want him to leave, all you can do is accept his infidelities and be okay with it. So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you because that's pretty much the honest truth about it. That's your options. Either stay and accept it, start sleeping with other men and let him leave. So it doesn't sound like you have any other options. So there you go. RD4254-7-7. So my husband has been messing around with other women, and last night we had a long conversation about it. And Romeo, I don't want to leave this man for what he's done. He's an amazing father to our children, and besides his mistakes, he's a wonderful husband. But I suggest that we have an open marriage if he wants to sleep around. He doesn't want an open marriage because he can't see me with another man. He also said that if I do go ahead and start sleeping with other men, that he will pack his stuff and leave because he won't have it. All right, 84254-7-7. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Good morning.
Hey, what's up?
What kind of madness is this? Okay.
I'm
going to try to defend her, but not really, because I can't. So I'm just going to say what I feel. I feel like sometimes these women have a dad issue. Like their dad was probably like that, and it worked well for the mother, and they want that family stability that they will take anything. If someone came in their life today and just treated them the way that they're supposed to be treated, they wouldn't know how to handle that.
Yeah. You're right. There are a lot of, for a lot of you out there that don't know a lot of the Gen Zs, back in the day, men would cheat on their wives and their wives would act like it wasn't going on because they were homemakers and didn't really have any other options.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you have to explain that to some people. So there is some valid
maybe
points
her
that you're making.
lifestyle is probably way beyond her means, that this gentleman that's her husband is providing that for her, but he's also with other women. I mean, that just doesn't make any logical sense to me. It's like you're borrowing a husband to fool your kids, but you're not fooling them.
But let me ask you this question. And one, I got to say this. You can't call him an amazing husband if he's cheating on you, okay?
Exactly.
Second of all.
Exactly.
But if you can distinguish that sex is just sex and it doesn't have anything to do with love, then maybe him just taking care of her lifestyle is what gets her through? I don't know. Because she does say she's ready for an open marriage. So it sounds like her and the idea of having sex is different than sex and love and a relationship and all that stuff.
Well, most people stick around because they feel like if they cross to the other side, they might catch an STD or, that kind of stuff. Or maybe, honestly, I'm not body shaming anybody, but maybe she's not where she needs to be weight-wise or, mentally, traumatically. Her dad really messed her up in the head.
I got to go with, if she came at him with let's have an open marriage, I got to believe she's okay to go find it. There's other men that want to sleep with her. But
that could be true. That could be true, but you have to understand that some women are weak and they're just like, you know what, I give up. Let's just have an open marriage.
Okay. It's just a weird situation. It's a weird conversation, she said. I mean,
it is a weird conversation, but again, we're in the weird times. And if that's what she accepts, honestly, she should not even be asking you for any advice. What advice can I give you? Other than, I don't know, go to the gym, go downtown, find yourself someone. I have no idea what advice you want.
Yeah. All right.
But hey, if you don't know, ask Romeo.
All right, 84254-7-7. Hey, Rome, I could really use your help here. So my husband has been messing around with other women, and last night we had a long conversation about it. And Romeo, I don't want to leave this man for what he's done. He's an amazing father to our children, and besides his mistakes, he's a wonderful husband. But I suggest that we have an open marriage if he wants to sleep around. He doesn't want an open marriage because he can't see me with another man. He also said that if I do go ahead and start sleeping with other men, that he will pack his stuff and leave because he won't have it. All right, 84254-7-7. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Good morning, Romeo.
What's going on?
Hey, that lady said she has an amazing husband and father, kids, right?
Yeah,
father.
That's what she says.
Okay, and he's cheating on her.
Yeah, that's what she said.
He said, she told him, let's do this out in the open. And he said, no, if you cheat on me, whatever, I'm going to leave you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here goes my thing then. Okay, well, I'm going to keep your amazing ass. and I'm going to cheat on you because I tried to tell you, let's do this out in the open. But you don't want to, so I want my cake and ice cream too. I want my amazing husband, and I'm going to do it on the side.
Don't do it behind his back so he don't know.
I mean, if she tried to tell him she was straight up for it and he ain't going for it, I mean, I can't see my man nobody down either. So what the guys is only one way.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't get it either. Well, I get him being a selfish, arrogant jackass. We can all see that because he's cheating on his wife and his family, and he has no problem with it. She has no problem with it apparently, and yet he don't want her doing nothing with it. That's just ego, arrogance, and selfishness.
And that's why I would do it behind his back.
Yeah.
Because I already told you up front. Let's do this.
Yeah.
He said no.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
All right. Thanks for calling.
Good day, bye.
Thanks for calling. Bye.
You're welcome, Romeo.
Oh, that's just insecure. I mean, he's just an insecure jackass. And like I said, I like her thought process. I mean, I'm not for cheating at all. I like her thought process, though. If you gave him an option that keeps your marriage together and he said no, then he's just going to keep taking advantage of you and treating you like making you feel bad about, your relationship, then I guess do it on the side. But that won't work out. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not going to work out, though. RD4254-7-7. Let's see, send me here. All right, so hey, Romeo, I could really use your help. So my husband's been messing around with other women, and last night we had a long conversation about it. And Romeo, I don't want to leave this man for what he's done. He's an amazing father to our children, and besides his mistakes, he's a wonderful husband. But I suggested that we have an open marriage. If he wants to sleep around and he doesn't want an open marriage because he can't see me with another man. So he's a selfish a-hole, is pretty much what he is. He also said that if I do go ahead and start sleeping with other men, that he will pack his stuff and leave because he won't have it. So what do? You really only have two options. Leave him. Let him leave you because you want to have an open marriage, or just accept what he does. What are your other two options? Or what are your other options? RD4254-7-7. Hey, Rome, tell her, I won't tell her husband, but I'll sleep with her if she's at least an 8.5 or better. Well, okay, I'll let her know. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. Hey, Rome, this is for the husband that's cheating on his wife, but won't let his wife cheat on him. I got two words to say. City boys? I don't know what that means, but okay, there you go. Hey, when I hear the question, it makes me think of the TikTok videos of what do you do if you walk in on your husband who is a billionaire who just let him do what they... Oh, yeah, that video is a woman walking in on her billionaire husband with another woman. And the wife goes, oh, you guys okay? Everything good? You want me to get you something? You need a snack? Okay, have fun. It's basically what it is. So maybe it is. Maybe her husband financially handles everything. She don't want to lose that lifestyle. But the point is this, and I'll be fair, there is a point where you marry because you love somebody, okay? Then there is a point where you marry for companionship. There's also a point where you marry for lifestyle. There are different reasons people get married, and it's not always for love and fairy tale endings, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. It just depends on where you're at in your life and what you want. RD4254-7-7. But you have to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. RD4254-7-7. Hey, Rome, I could really use your help here. So my husband has been messing around with other women, and last night we had a long conversation about it. And Romeo, I don't want to leave this man for what he's done. He's an amazing father to our children, and besides his mistakes, he's a wonderful husband. But I suggest that we have an open marriage if he wants to sleep around. He doesn't want an open marriage because he can't see me with another man. He also said that if I do go ahead and start sleeping with other men, that he will pack his stuff and leave because he won't have it. All right, 842-547-7. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Yo, what up, bro?
What up, man?
I got a little thing here, a little problem with that, about that lady and her situation.
Okay, what's up?
So he's an amazing father, but what kind of example is he setting for their kids, showing that it's okay to cheat on your wife, on your spouse? And I understand some women, or not just women, but some people don't want to split up and break a home so they could raise the kids together. But you're teaching the kids to grow up and showing them that it's okay to do that, to be, mean or whatever to your spouse and cheating on them. And then they're going to grow up and then they're going to do that to their significant other. I think it's just a problem. They should just split up.
All right. I'm with you. I think that you're right. If they don't want to have the open marriage, then they should go their separate ways. All right, man. Thanks for calling. All right,
Yep.
RD42547-7. He's not wrong. He's not really wrong about that. I mean, but you really don't have any options. If you go sleep with somebody else, he's out. He said he's gone. If you just keep accepting it, it's obviously, you're upset about that. So, yeah. RD42547-7. Rome, what she needs to do is cheat and not get caught while she finds someone who will step up and take the husband's role so he can leave, so she can leave. Yeah, that's not. If she cheats, I'm just going to tell you right now, and I know we were joking about it earlier. If she cheats, it's not going to last long, and it's going to make things worse. Her cheating is only going to make things worse for her, okay? So, like I said, she got two options. Either keep accepting it or get out. Hey, Rome, tell her I could be her new husband with no open marriage, faithful till death do us part. If she's ready for a husband that makes over $100K a year, I'm here and I'm ready. I will let her know. So what do you need to say? What do you say about this woman? Hey, Rome, she needs to divorce that dude. That's not an amazing husband, more like a controlling husband. She needs to really look into herself and see it for what it is. Wow. Just being a great provider doesn't make for a great husband. She can do better, but might be scared to move on. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that can provide for you. But yeah, she said he's a great husband and a great dad. I mean, you can be a great dad and a bad husband. You can be a great husband and a bad dad. I mean, those two are not mutually exclusive, but to say your husband's cheating on you and he's a great husband seems a little, that don't seem right. Already 42547-7. Rome, why would he stop seeing other women if she's kind of allowing it to happen? I mean, he's got his cake and eating it too. That's on her. Well, I don't know that anybody, yeah. I mean, why would she allow it? Maybe I don't know. You know, you gotta, just because the decisions that some people make aren't the decisions that you would make, what are you gonna do? We all make our own beds. We all lie in our own beds. We get what we'll accept. So, morning, Rome. It's Red Rob here. She needs to get out there and play the field and see that, and see if that's really what she wants, and she can teach him to be faithful, but show him how it feels and see where it goes. It's real easy to tell people and give them advice when it's not you dealing with it. How many times have you met somebody, and I don't know her situation, apparently, she loves the guy, apparently. She claims he's a great husband and a great man, and even though he's out there cheating on her, and all she asked was, let's have an open relationship and we will, but he doesn't want that. So, I mean, but the question is, it's real easy to tell somebody what to do when it's not you. How many women or men have you met that have told you, if I ever caught my spouse cheating, that'd be it, we'd be over, and yet they caught their spouse cheating and they're still together? It's happened multiple times. You probably know somebody. It might be you that did it, but it's all big talk until you're there. Already 42547-7. Hey, Rome, it's Headbutt Raider about to put you up on game. He's not a jerk. It's primal for men to have several women in their life. In fact, women outnumber men 3-1. So it's a man's duty to take one more than a wife. Modern times make it wrong and frown on it, but in reality, it's our duty, Rome. Or maybe I'm just two blunts in this morning. Yeah, you might be 2 blunts in this morning. Moderator. It's your duty to take on more than one woman, huh? All right. Yo, Rome, she wants to sleep around too. That's why she's talking about an open relationship, so they both might as well leave. There's nothing wrong with a man and a woman wanting to have an open relationship. There's nothing wrong with that. So he doesn't want an open relationship. She does. So, we'll see what happens. So a lady was saying how her husband's been cheating on her, but he's a really good man, a really good father. She asked him for an open marriage, and he said no. She doesn't know how to handle that. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Yeah, we're talking about the guy that has the other girlfriend or something, right? That's married.
Yeah, he's messing around. So his wife said that she wants to have an open marriage so she can sleep around too, and he said no.
Yeah, no, bro. He must not even love her to begin with, because I couldn't see myself. I've been with my wife for 10 years, man. I couldn't even see myself with another woman, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, so, I know what you mean.
Honestly, So if he wants to be cheating on her, so you might as well let her go and have her fun too. Because if I didn't care about her like that, it wouldn't be. Let me be honest. You know what I mean?
All right.
But and like you said, maybe she wants to go get her little something, and he's,
Yeah,
that's kind of messed up, man.
All right, man.
All right, you have a good brother.
I mean, you got to understand, there's a lot. I don't know. What do you want to say? You want to get? What are you gonna say? I mean, there's a lot of people out there who still believe in you believe love is what. You believe, and I don't want to disregard what that guy said by any means, because if he loves his wife so much and he doesn't want to be with anybody else, it's not necessarily just love that does that. There's probably a lot of factors that play into it. Societal standards, the way he was raised, and the respect that he feels is respectful to another person. I mean, there's a lot of different factors that apply. Swingers love each other. Swingers. I know swinging couples that have been together forever, love each other to death, but they still go have sex with other people. Sex and love are two totally different things. That's what you guys have to understand. And I know that, I don't know who created this idea that you have to love somebody to have sex with them, or you have to have sex with only people that you love. I don't know who created that, because they're mutually exclusive. They can coexist. Love can be a justification for somebody saying, hey, the reason I allow this person to sleep with me is because I love them. Okay? It could be a justification, but you can love somebody and have sex with somebody else. Okay? Am I saying that it's right? I'm not. I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying it's wrong, because everybody has their own perspective on how they feel about it. But you can't just say he must not love her if he's cheating on her. He could love her. He could love her and still cheat on her. He may not respect her, especially since she has her own parameters of what she wants to see in their relationship, and he doesn't respect that. He just wants to do it his way or no way at all. So anyway, all right, 842-547-7. I think you guys put too much into this idea of love and sex, how they equate to each other. 842-547-7. Hey, good morning, Rome. Plain and simple. Love has an emotional connection. Sex has a non-emotional connection. You're right. There are two different things. You're absolutely right. And people need to understand that. That doesn't mean you shouldn't love. That doesn't mean you shouldn't have sex with people you love. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't wait to have sex with somebody that you love. It doesn't mean any of that. All I'm saying is understand what they are. So when you say this woman, her husband's cheating on her, and she's still talking about how great of a person he is, that he doesn't love her if he's cheating on her, that's not true. People love each other. People who love each other, men and partners who love each other, they do dirty things to each other all the time. It doesn't mean they don't love them. It probably means they don't respect them more so than love, or probably just respect them, over love. RD42547. But if she's going to make a decision to stay with a cheater and even offer a solution for her that she is okay with, which is have an open marriage so she can sleep around too, then that she's not, I don't think she's really doing anything wrong. You shouldn't really judge her too much on that, because at least she's trying to find another option to keep her marriage together in some capacity. All right. 842-547-7. But love and sex, yeah, they are not mutually exclusive. 842-547-7. Hey, Rome, it takes a little skill to seduce a woman. If she goes out and sleeps with a bunch of dudes, where is the skill in that? So what do you mean by that, though? I mean, why are you saying that? What is your point behind that? He's, the husband who's cheating on his wife multiple times, and it takes skill for him to do that. So what if she just goes out and starts sleeping with dudes? There's no skill in that. I'm not sure I really don't know what your argument is there. I'm not really sure. It's okay for him to do it because there's skill involved, and it's not okay for her to do it because there's no skill involved. I don't know what your argument is about that, but okay. All right, 42547-7. And I would make the argument that there isn't much skill in a man cheating on his wife, only because it usually doesn't, it's not like he just goes out and starts hitting on women at bars. It's usually with somebody he already knows. It's usually with somebody at work. It's usually somebody, maybe a neighbor. It's usually somebody that he comes in contact with on a regular basis. So they get to know each other. The side piece knows he's married. So that's how it happens. It's like I've always told you guys, you spend enough time talking to somebody and you become interested in them, you're dating. All of you guys having intimate conversations at work today with somebody of the opposite sex that you could possibly be attracted to, you're dating them. I know you guys don't want to hear it. Everybody wants to make a joke. Oh, that's my work wife. That's my work husband. Yeah. That's why your work wife and your work husband are banging it out at home. I mean, it's not that complicated. When you started dating your wife or your husband, you spent a lot of time talking about intimate, personal things about yourselves. So if you're going and doing that with other people on a regular basis, you're dating them. And what does dating lead to? Okay. RD42547. Hey, Ron, I'm a little shocked to hear you say what you're saying for somebody that always says they think cheating is the worst thing you can do to someone. I do always say that, and I still do that. So what am I saying that you don't agree with? That love and... The woman said that she's being cheated on. She still believes her husband is great for some reason, okay? Which is her decision. She decided that if he's going to have sex with other women, she wants to have an open marriage and have sex with other men. He can't handle that and said if she did that, he would leave her, okay? She doesn't, so what, she's made her decision on what she wants. So at this point, even though the cheating is disrespectful, even though the cheating is not something that a lot of you would agree with, she was going to find a workaround to save her marriage for whatever her reasoning is. Let's have an open marriage. She can do both, okay? So what am I missing that you don't think I agree with? The love versus respect? I mean, the love versus, he must not love her because that's not true. It's just simply not true. He may not. We don't know if he loves her or not, but the cheating is not the reason he doesn't love her. It's respect. The problem that you guys don't understand is you don't understand the difference between love and respect for somebody. What would you rather have? Somebody that wants to be with you and respects you, or somebody that loves you? You assume that love encompasses all of the things, respect, communication, all of the things, and it doesn't. RD42547-7. All right, what did Big Boy send me? Big Boy says, what in the telenovela? What in the telenovela is going on, bro? I didn't raise my daughters now with enough sense to walk away from that man, then I've failed as a father. And I can promise you this, if my daughter ever comes to me with this man's problems, bet your ass I'll probably be heading back to prison. Well, unfortunately, I know some of you guys think that, but, you know, it's a whole different thing when your daughter, I mean, how many of you, I mean, big boy, I understand what you're saying, okay? But I will say this about that specifically. How many of you guys right now are dealing with a bad decision that your daughters have made in men? And you guys all said the same thing. The big boy, man, I'd be going to jail if that dude did that to my daughter. I'd be this, I'd be that. But yet he did it to your daughter, and she's still with him. It's not. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this world. So don't. Everybody can say what they want until it actually happens to them. And some of you will. I'm not disagreeing that some of you won't follow through with what you threaten, but most men don't, or most women don't. They just accept it. All right. So it's just the world we live in. RD42547. What was I forgot there was one more thing I was gonna say about this. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, you gotta just respect her decision, you know. If she's gonna stay with a cheater and she knows what's going on, she's an adult, she can do as she wants. Okay, that's on her, not anybody else. Just because you wouldn't do it doesn't mean that, you know, you should criticize her for her decisions, okay? All right. Out of 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Hey, good morning, Rome. It's me, Angel.
Angel, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, I got a little story with you, man. So this is the situation, Rome. It was the Coliseum. It was 83 or 84. My mom's boyfriend got tickets to go see the Raiders, you know, when they were in L.A.
Okay.
So he thought he was this big shot, Rome. He thought, you know, he was trying to, whatever, finesse my mother and all that. Rome, what do you know about we went over there? And we're tailgating. I think if we were tailgating, I was only like 7 years old. 3 dudes jumped out, of course, Raider fans, and they robbed him. And this dude left me, and he took off running. But in front of my mom, he was this big shot. He was this guy, macho man. And I, you know, of course, I'm 7 years old, man. And these guys looked at me, "Is that your father?" I said, "No, that's my mom's boyfriend." And of course, he took off running. But the moral of the story was, it was real rough in those years, man, at the Coliseum.
Was he a Raider fan?
Yeah, he was one of them Mexican paisano, man.
Wait, so he ran from 3 other Raider fans that robbed him?
Yeah, they robbed his ass.
Damn, Angel. So you've been having these crazy life stories since you were 7, bro. Rome. I have the stories where I've been to a store and it was being held up, and I happen to be in there. And my life is a movie, man. It sure is. I didn't know it started so young, though. I thought it just started when I thought you created all the problems. I didn't know your mom did too.
Oh, God. If I could only tell you the half of what my mother was, man. I don't even know who my dad is to this day. So you know she was having a good time. Right. Rome, you have a good one, brother.
All right, Angel.
Bye-bye.
All right, 842-547-7. Damn. Single moms out there trying to find stepdaddy, right? How many? You guys remember all the guys that were dating your mom? Trying to get her? All right, 842-547-7. It's on. Man, when it comes to single moms, right? You guys, some of you, a lot of you have had single moms, you know? Nothing wrong with that. But have you seen who they dated? You guys remember any of the guys that dated your mom? 842-547-7. Angel does. Good morning, now. What's going on?
Big Rome. This is Big Boy. You tell Angel he didn't run. He had to go to the restroom. He didn't run away. He had to go to the restroom bad, bro. You know what I mean? Let's defend his honor, dog. That's a great story right there. How come Angel didn't jump in there? 7 years old, he can throw blows.
Well, Angel, I'm learning more and more about Angel. Although I would have liked to hear more stories about all the men that his mom dated, though, before.
Don't keep calling in. We're waiting for some more. Bro.
I know.
This is getting interesting now.
Wow.
Later, dog.
All right, yeah. You guys remember the guys? I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot of single moms out there, okay? There have been. Single moms is not a new thing. So a lot of you grew up watching your mom date, you know? Do you remember? Do you remember any of the guys that your mom dated before she might have found your stepdaddy or before, you know, she settled down with somebody? Or maybe she's still dating. Who knows? RD4254777. Hey, Rome. I remember one time my mom was dating this dude and he had to take me to school because she was running late for work. It was kind of strange getting dropped off by this dude. He wasn't my dad. I felt kind of weird about it, but yeah, that's about the only thing I remember. Yeah, I mean, yeah, do you remember? RD4254777. Date my mom. You remember the... do you guys remember the guys that your mom was dating? Or maybe who she's dating now? All right, let's talk a little bit about your mom. You're a single mom. She's out dating, and kids see stuff. Kids see what's going on, and sometimes the guy that's dating your mom that's trying to get at her, you know, they meet the kids. They're trying. I don't know how that works anymore. Do you guys, do you single moms, how soon do you introduce the kids to the guys that you're dating, you know? Already 4254777. Hey, Rome. I grew up with a single mom. I don't remember any of the guys that she was dating, but I do remember one guy that was a coworker of hers, and this guy wanted her so bad. He would always be hooking it up. He was always around our family functions. He was a family friend, and he wanted my mom. He would always bring me stuff like toys and cool things. He would always pay for like groceries and things for us. So he was always taking care of us. But my mom would never give him none. At least I don't think she did. But yeah. So I just remember that's the only guy I remember being around my mom when I was younger. Interesting. So you don't think your mom was giving him some? He just wanted her so bad, so she was, taking advantage of him? His generosity? How'd that go down? RD4254777.
That boy, no, he lying. He know his mama was giving that dude something. You ain't getting no toy. You ain't getting no free groceries. You ain't getting no gas money. You ain't getting nothing if you ain't getting something.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Well, I do.
Hey, Rom, I had to. Come on, now.
I'm going to tell you guys a story in just a second, though, why I don't know if you guys are right or not. But yeah, you could be. You could be right.
There is enough knuckleheads out there that sit there and wait a whole year and a half to get something, but I just don't see it.
So somebody just texted us, Rome, that guy's mom was definitely giving it up. And he was also paying the light bill.
Hey, I'm done with you, Ron. Hey, have a good morning,
brother. I mean, maybe he was. I don't know. But, you know. That's funny. Hey, Rome, that dude who said that his mom had a good guy that wanted to take her and him in, who is she with now? I bet she's with some knucklehead. I don't know why these single moms always be turning down the good guy. Maybe that's why they're a single mom. Yeah. RD4254777. A guy texted and said that his mom, he doesn't remember any of the men his mom was dating, but he does remember a coworker who was always taking care of him and her, you know, buying themselves, helping him out. He doesn't think that she was giving it up. She wasn't into him, apparently, according to the text message, but who knows? Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Ron?
What up, Ruben?
Man, I'm starting to let homeboy know, you know, his mom was giving it up. I'm 99.9% sure if homeboy was doing all that.
I don't know. I seen a situation like that.
One point, you know what I mean? That point one that I'm talking about, you know what I mean? You got the one guy that'll keep trying, and, you know, his mom might have took advantage of him, just got, you know, all the hookup and just give him a little flirt, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know how some of these suckers are wrong. They'll keep trying for a whole year or so, trying to get some.
Okay.
So,
all right.
yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Ron, where were them toys from? Were they from the Dollar Tree, or were they good toys?
Well, first of all, probably I have no idea. I didn't. I don't know the guy. I just got a text message.
Toys,
I don't know.
But you know he's getting some.
All right. I don't know. You guys. So I had an aunt, and she has no kids. She was dating this guy that was kind of a jackass. Nobody liked him. Nobody cared for him. They're still together. Been together forever since I was a little kid. But she had a boss who loved her, just was in love with her, but knew his boundaries, knew everything, became a family friend, one of the greatest guys in the world, was at every family function, chipped in. Guy was rich, he was just a rich cowboy, farmer type. And he was everywhere. Some of the best memories I have of this guy being with our family at all the functions, just part of the family. And he knew that my aunt was never going to get with him, but he never stopped. He never quit. And she ended up staying with some, jackass who ended up knocking up somebody else. And, women just make bad decisions sometimes, and he could have. That's why I say she may not have been giving it up to this guy. The guy just might have been into her and loved her, and that's what he chose to do, help her out with her and her child. So the guy that texted might be right, you guys. I mean, I don't know. All right, 842-547-7. You can't, you guys don't have to be so cynical, okay? All right, 842-547-7. Hey, Rome, I just wanted to let you know I am a single mom, and I was out there dating, and I kept all the guys away from my kids. I didn't want them to know I was dating. I wanted them to know I was just focusing on being a mom. But I do have to tell you about that story you're talking about. I had a guy in my life like that. He was a family friend for years. We grew up together. He was never my type, a little nerdy for me, but was very successful. And when my husband left me because he cheated on me and I caught him, I was here with 2 kids. He would come around and help me out just out of the kindness of his heart. I didn't realize that he wanted to sleep with me until I actually decided I needed somebody like that to help me pay for being a single mom. So I gave him a chance. We ended up getting together and have been together ever since. So maybe these women should understand that you might want to give that guy a chance, even if you're not attracted to him at first, because you just never know. All right, 842-547-7. Hey, Rome, I just got in the car and caught what you said about that woman giving a guy a chance that she wasn't attracted to. What are you talking about? Single moms or just women in general who give a guy a chance? Well, we were talking about single moms, she was just saying how, the guy was, she gave this guy a chance that she wasn't really attracted to, but, he was a good guy, provided well, and she said she ended up, getting with him out of necessity. It sounded like at first, but, they're still together. So, but I think a lot of you women do that. I mean, that's probably what you're saying, right? A lot of you women, how many women out there have had this idea of what they wanted, the guy, their dream man, and then they just get screwed over. And then finally they give some guy a shot who they would have never been attracted to. And he ends up being the man of their dreams. I mean, that's probably happened more often than not, You just can't, you can't be like that. You have to, be a little open-minded when it comes to dating men. How many women are in their 40s or sitting at bars during the week after work because, they're not getting Prince Charming because they're, because they don't know because their idea of Prince Charming isn't treating them right. Hey, Rome, I gave a guy
who I wasn't attracted to a chance. Fast forward 20 years later, I'm happily married with 3 kids. Yeah, it's funny how that works out. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, are you still talking about when we were younger and our moms dating guys?
Yeah, what's up?
So there's only not even a handful, but just a selected few of men my mom did date. Majority of them were extremely long term, so that's the only reason why we were ever around them. But one dude, there was one guy she brought around one time, and it's all it took. And he was weird. We all went to the Kern County Fair, and he took us. And next thing you know, my brother's on a ride, and I look over, and he has had a massive handful of my mother's ass. And I was like, oh, hell no, I don't even know you. This is the first time I've ever been around you. So we go home after the night, and I told my mom, I said, Mom, absolutely not. That is disgusting. I've never met this guy in my life. And the first thing I see is him have a big old handful of your butt. No. She left. She ended up leaving him. She was like, no, that wasn't okay. That was the first time you met my kids. Like, that was the first time I let you around my kids. It made them super uncomfortable. And I never heard this. I never saw him again.
How old were you?
Oh, God. Anywhere probably from like eighth grade to a freshman, maybe.
Okay. That's funny. That's hilarious.
I mean, old enough to be well aware of what he was doing and how gross it was then. Considering I'd never met this man a day in my life.
Let me ask you this question. Are you sure that your mom didn't already sleep with him?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Romeo in the Morning.
Every morning.
On 94.1.